And welcome back to the 79th Annual Dykes Bonspiel, coming at you from the Potomac Curling Club here in Maryland. We have another draw coming up for you today. On Sheet B, we have Team Elliott from Rochester and Team Kirkman from Potomac.
In the commentating booth, we have Joe Assertion.
Hello.
With that great intro. Ricky Osteen. I'm Frank Kemper, and Allison Goldberg is working the camera controls. Four people watching already. All right, so we're going to get some good audience here.
4 people.
Welcome, everybody.
Ricky, I can't hear you.
Yeah, I can't hear you either.
Oh, really? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, bring it. There you go.
Well, sorry for the technical difficulties. You
You
have
have
me
something. No, there's something wrong with your.
now? Interesting.
It's like a connection problem.
Doing the flip.
Testing. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're good now.
Yes.
All right. Well, apologies for that.
Seems to be some dispute on the technique of the flip here.
Oh, no. They're trying the old spin technique.
Yeah, the most important move of the game right here.
I mean, this is critical strategy.
Do we have a list of positions? Who's playing what position?
I can just kind of barely
So
see.
Are you in?
It would appear Team Elliott from Rochester has the hammer in this first end.
I need at least a few ends to make fun of Ricky.
We have Potomac is the yellow and Rochester is the red.
We should do. We should announce the lineups.
I'm pulling it up. Give me a second.
Oh, good job.
Well, shout out to everybody who made this Bonspiel possible, putting everything together.
On Potomac's Kirkman, we have at skip Russ Kirkman. At vice, Luke Thomason. At second, Nicholas Henley. And at lead, Ricky Snoots.
All right, and I think they may have switched that up because I see Ricky sweeping right now. So I think Nick Henley is actually leading and Ricky Snoots
All
is
right,
second.
so Nick Henley at lead.
And it looks like for Rochester, we have Steve Elliott as the skip, Chris Barajas as the vice, John Popick as the second, and Andrew Schubert as the lead. Although it appears that Popick is actually the lead and that the order is just wrong on our thing here.
It happens. Luckily, their names are on their shirts, which makes our lives easy.
Certainly.
That is helpful.
So lead on Potomac looked like they were a little heavy. They actually put their stone about to the tee line, I believe, instead of throwing a guard.
Right click, reset on it. Okay, perfect. There you go. Thank you. The team names, shorten them so they fit. See how they're really overlaid here?
Please let us know in the chat window if you guys can't hear us okay. We do have a chat window, right?
We do indeed.
We
Good.
do.
We will
The
make any
wonders of
technical
technology.
adjustments necessary to try and give you guys a good show.
All right, so it looks like the first lead for Rochester also threw a little bit heavy, if I'm seeing that right, and threw into the house.
Yeah,
instead of throwing a
they're
guard.
firmly in the 8 foot right in front of the tee.
Got it. So maybe the ice is just starting out a little bit fast. The players are adjusting. Pretty normal just to need the first couple shots to get a read on the ice. Sweeper's going hard on this stone.
What was the call?
You know, I would have assumed it was a guard, but going that hard, maybe not. Might have just been trying to put it in since the first was in anyway.
Popick with his second stone.
Yep, that is not out counting the first Rochester stone, so I assume Rochester is just going to guard that. Or maybe the hit and roll actually on that last Potomac stone.
Good amount of weight.
Yeah, I would be a little surprised if that got over far enough to hit and roll on that stone, but we'll see.
And it's
yeah,
a
that's
flash.
through. Unfortunate.
Who has hammer in this end?
Rochester.
Rochester, yes.
Oh. Oh, Joe, at started at 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Like, wait.
Oh, yeah, it's not quite 5 o'clock yet. All right, well, it'll be a minute off. That's how it goes.
Yellow's rock is coming down the sheet now. It looks like they're trying to guard. No, they're going.
They're going for the hit on the red, but it definitely fell
towards
off.
the corner.
I assume we don't have mics on these skips.
Did any of you mic the skips?
All right. It looks like we don't have mics on these
Not
skips. So you're going to get our speculation.
Well, we have the ambient mics. We'll do that later.
So Rochester throwing down heavy stone to try and hit Potomac's. I don't know if they're going to get the roll. It looks like it might. Yeah, it's a nose hit.
No, it's a little off nose. I mean, it's stuck around in the house. That's fine. Potomac looks like they're going for probably a light hit on that stone on the left there for Rochester and roll into the center, I think is what he was signaling. Stone looks pretty good from here. Sweepers are on. Oh, that might
it's
overcurl,
overcurling.
actually. Yeah.
Yep.
That's just going to be
That
through
actually
again.
might just get right past if it doesn't get a wick. Yep. Yeah.
This she's been taking off. Wow.
Yeah, so that is 2 stones now that have overcurled to the left there. Hopefully we'll see them adjust and give a little more ice.
That side of the sheet going this direction was fine in our game. It was the opposite end. It was the opposite side that was falling off.
Schubert in the hack.
Just going for the draw behind the center redstone there. I think that's a good decision. The sweepers are on hard again. That looks very light.
May not make it. Yeah.
Well,
it looks like it's curling, and it's going to curl in front of the stone that they already have in the house.
Yep. It might just tap that stone and promote it a little bit.
Or
Not quite.
No, not quite. All right. A little too light. And it looks like Potomac is giving the opposite handle as the last shot, so hoping that curling the other way will be a little easier to hit this stone.
Lots of weight, it looks like, behind that one.
it looks like he threw the.
Yep, and I was going to say,
The
it looks
other
like the
handle.
opposite handle that I was
Yeah.
expecting, so probably just going to be out the side again. It looks like it's already past it from this angle, unfortunately.
Yep.
All right, so we're loving that line there.
Like the sea at sunset, it flashed.
So this is the Vice's first rock for Team Rochester.
Yep.
So what do you guys think the play is for Potomac here?
But
With
it's
Rochester
Rochester's
having
rock.
2 in.
I mean,
Well,
with Rochester's rock here, I would just draw to the button.
Yep. You've
Or-
got those 2 nice center guards, just draw in.
They have hammer though, so maybe put up the corner. I don't know.
Yep. I don't hate a stone touching white and out counting that one Potomac stone with the thought that you'll hit the yellow with your next stone. Which, depending on how deep this goes, might be what they're going for. They could
It's-
just be drawing into the button.
It seemed like a lot of weight, but that is a slower line.
Looks like they're trying to guard that corner. Oh, it's going to come down to
It's
freeze.
going to be to it. All right. It's not a bad stone. That's out counting the Potomac stone, I believe.
Plenty of area for them for Potomac to hit, though.
True. That's double city right there. And it looks like they're giving a good bit of ice there, knowing that they've been really swinging hard to that left side. I mean, good call. All right, the stone
And it's
is out.
definitely doing the swing.
Yep.
But it looks like it's going to get a piece of that.
It's probably just going to get the first one there. No,
Oh,
it does
no,
get
it looks
both.
like they made the double.
All right.
That is an intentional double. Are they
Yeah.
doing a box game this
I
end?
think they are playing the box game.
And Luke is very happy with that.
That is a box shot. Oh, yeah, he's claiming the box right
Yep.
on that right now.
Yep.
We have a report that he is claiming the box.
He's motioning for the box.
Barajas
Adamantly.
with his second stone.
Yep, here comes the Rochester shot. Looks like they're trying to take out that Potomac stone that just sat. It's looking pretty good from here.
And, yeah, it's solid.
Yep.
Nose hit, little bit of roll. So it looks actually it was left of nose. Though the house is wide open.
It is, and I can't quite tell if that is currently out counting that Potomac stone or not.
Do we have eyes on that that house?
You gotta flip that.
Right here?
The box has been found.
Ah,
guys.
there we go.
Right.
And yes, it is out counting Potomac stone.
Yep. So red
It's a
is
little
sitting
bit of a
maybe two.
toss-up. Yeah. Rochester definitely has one, and it looks close from here, whether or not Potomac or Rochester is the second stone. Skip Kirkman in the hack.
This is Russ's first rock. I think the play here is to hit and roll, especially without the hammer. Like, the center guards are okay.
So
If you
hit
do
that stone on the left, you're saying?
Yeah. If you do hit and roll behind those reds, I guess it's an easy double promote.
If Ellison can comment on her other half, I can comment on mine.
We do have a live report from Linda Kirkman on the sexiness of the skip in Sheepy.
This is a PG program, Joe.
And it taps it, but not quite enough to get it out.
Yeah, so that yellow stone is out counting it now for sure, but not quite what they wanted.
So the shot rock is the yellow in the back. Not ideal.
The house mics are just
All right, Rochester is going for the hit on this yellow rock, which I think is a perfectly fine call here.
Yep.
There appears to be a cooler on the ice, which is rather unusual. Not sure what Melvin Shaw is doing with that.
We will have live cooler updates as this progresses.
In the first draw, they had jello
Oh.
shots.
On the ice.
And it looks like it just
that's
just
narrow,
missed
yeah.
that stone.
Unfortunate there.
So yeah, they're having trouble with the takeouts in the wing on this first end.
The cooler is gone now.
Oh, thank you, Joe, for the cooler update.
This
Yeah,
is yellow's.
this has been Joe with a cooler update.
This is yellow's last rock.
It's like as
Oh, yeah, more than a
interesting as
feeling
price
to
check.
the commenter in the chat is playing very loudly in the warm room here. Apparently, viewers can hear that through our mics.
Yes, they can.
I'm not surprised. It's rather obnoxiously loud.
It's a great song, though.
To be fair, yes, it's a good song.
As far as songs go.
It reminds me a little bit of Too Many Drunken Nights in college, but it is a good song.
So it looks like Russ is calling the draw in from the left side.
Yeah, I like that. Just draw behind those two guards. All right, hopefully that sound is a little quieter now.
Unless you folks in the chat box wanted more than a feeling, then let us know. Rock's definitely moving.
Yep, it looks like it's going to be a little bit heavy.
Unfortunately, it's too much, and
Ooh,
it's
that's
out the
through
back.
house.
So we have Rochester attempting to take out for 3 in the first end.
And to
Eerily-
Rob Chester in the
Really similar to our game.
yes, Rob Chester in the chat. Yes, Melvin is not a third-year curler, or a fifth-year curler rather.
Melvin was the one carrying the cooler.
Oh, and it looks like it's going to be close. And, oh, it kisses the Potomac stone and knocks it.
I'm on the wrong camera. Sorry, everyone.
Yellow takes 1. At the top of the first end.
I had the camera. I needed
it,
in the queue.
It looks like they're going to measure it.
Oh, wow.
We'll give you the overhead view.
A cliffhanger start to this game.
And the scoreboard is in the way of the one rock, so you can't really see. Oh, there you go.
Now you can. Got that right.
I do not understand the tradition of laying down the
Tough
brooms.
call here.
Just to make sure no one's touching anything or getting in the way.
But
It's like blocking it off.
Honestly, I think I've gotten yelled at for putting a broom down because people don't want to trip over the brooms. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, interesting. All right, so we have cooled down the measuring device back behind the hack where it doesn't matter if we melt the ice. And
So
here we
it-
go.
this is for shot rock? This measures for shot rock, or this measures for 2?
Yeah, this is measuring for shot rock. So
Okay.
it's either going to be 1 Potomac or 1 Rochester.
We don't have the zoom like the Olympics do.
Unfortunately, we do not. Their budget is slightly bigger than
We're
ours.
going to have to wait for them to point.
Nor do we have an official to measure for them. They have to measure for themselves.
Indeed. We have a comment asking who's on
looks
the
like-
mics. We have Joe Assertion, myself, Ricky Osteen, Allison Goldberg, and Frank Kemper.
Hello.
We have a full crew here casting.
So it looks like there's a little bit of a dispute with the measurement.
But they have
Did
called
they
it
call
as
it?
1 yellow.
Yep,
one
one yellow. And this is Elliott and Kirkman bringing in some human drama at the end of the first end.
On sheet B, we have an update. Red
Sheet C.
C. On sheet C, we have an update. Nutmeg took 2 in that end.
And it looks like Sheet A is still playing first end. Sheet
And
D,
we
I do
will
not
give
see
you
if
the
they've put up their
scoreboards
score
back.
yet.
Sheet D has not posted a score yet.
All right, first stone here from Potomac. Looks like that will be in the house.
It's curling a lot.
Oh, wow.
That is falling off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, actually, by in the house, I meant in the other Sheet's house.
Sheet A house.
So, unfortunately,
That was
that will
quite a
not stay
fall.
in play. So that's the same thing we saw last end with the all those takeouts were falling super hard towards Sheet A.
So I have a score update on Sheet A at the end of the first end. The red team has taken 2 points. I'm not sure who that is. Does somebody have a list?
Plainfield number 3, pork and roll.
Gotcha. All right, here we have Rochester's first stone coming in. That looks like it's going to be a good guard.
Maybe a tad heavy, actually. It looks like it's really trucking. Stones, at least during our
fair
game,
enough.
were trucking in the once they got past the far hog line.
They were.
And
So yeah, that's
it's-
actually about T-line, not
it's
a
a T-line
guard.
shot.
No.
I've noticed in general, it seems like the ice coming this direction, you tend to get a lot of carry on the stones once they get past the far hog line. I don't know if anybody else has noticed this, but that just seems to be.
No, I think you're crazy, Joe.
Oh, okay, that's all right.
No, I'm kidding. I would agree.
I mean, join the club.
I could not tell you. I haven't curled in 3 months.
All right, second stone from Potomac here. Sweepers sweeping hard to get it over the hog line. I'm not sure if they're going to make it from this angle.
I have faith.
But I think they've got it.
And it's over.
Excellent.
Over and up.
Good sweep
so far
by
over
the
that you
sweepers.
can see it on the far cam.
We've had a request to update the team names. And we need to do it on A, too.
And I have another score update for you folks on sheet D. Yellow has taken 1 point in the first end. I don't know who that is, so somebody else will have to chime in.
I believe that is Broomstones.
Broomstones has taken 1.
All right, second stone from Rochester here coming in.
Looks like they're getting a nice draw behind the Potomac guard.
Yep. Sweepers
It
are
is-
on to get it around that Potomac guard.
They
It is
can't
falling
see it
off
because
hard.
I've been asked to update names and stuff.
There it comes.
And it is
That's a good draw.
Yeah, nicely placed behind the Potomac guard at the top of the 8.
Looks like Kirkman's going to call the freeze.
Yeah, without hammer here, I don't know. I guess that's a good call.
I mean, clutter up the house.
Yeah, but Rochester did, split the house. That's a great thing to do when you have hammer, for anyone listening who doesn't know strategy. Family members
And the
such.
weight looks pretty good, maybe a tad heavy, so it may tick and wick off of it. Oh no, it made it past. I didn't think it was going to carry quite that far.
All right, so that's through the house.
Still in play, but just barely. Definitely not scoring. Rochester drawing another in the house.
I didn't see the call. Were they calling top house there?
I think so.
All right. Looks like it's going to be light. They're working hard even to
Oh,
get
wow.
it over the hog.
And it looks like it's a hog.
Yeah, that stone is hogged. So that stone will not count. That is not in play. Just kind of got to chuck it into the trash pile.
He's going to try the freeze again.
Adjusted the broom on the line a little bit, so hopefully they get the right speed this time.
This feels like it's over curling already to me, and it's probably on that high
Yeah.
Potomac
Yep.
guard. Which is
And bam. Solid
yep.
hit on that. And
Not going to promote it into the house, unfortunately.
nope. But at least it does leave the shot on the Rochester stone open.
All right, Rochester here, I assume is just drawing in again
Would make sense.
based on the ice.
Drawing in, but keeping it out to the, well, no, he's going for the center, top 12.
I like that.
Better weight.
If you nose hit that, you're not going to be counting. Those two Rochester stones will still be out counting. And then Rochester can just hit it. They have hammer. Sweepers are on it. They get it to, full in the blue. It's a good shot. I like that call.
Russ appears to be contemplating the hit and roll off of Rochester's 8-foot stone on the right. Yep, and that's looks like that's what the call is.
Camera left.
Camera left, yeah. Incoming.
Looks like it needs to curl. They're off of it, off the rock.
Yeah,
not
I think that's
sweeping.
going to catch it. It's just a matter of where it ends up after it hits it. Looks like a pretty good stone. Oh,
And he makes the hit and roll,
Yep.
and it's there.
Back in the 8. Back to the 8.
And that's another close stone where I
Yeah.
can't quite tell whether Potomac or Rochester is counting there.
Like sushi falling off a table, it's a hit and roll.
You don't want to laugh, but eventually you have to.
But you have to.
Oh, I'm going to keep coming up with terrible puns. So just forewarning to anyone listening.
I like it, Joe. I like it.
All right,
I
looks
suppose
like they're
not
going
puns,
for a
jokes.
Rochester is going for a hit on the stone that Potomac just threw. Totally reasonable call. Again, they have hammer, so just get that out of there and be sitting 3. Put the pressure on Potomac to try to make something happen. It's hard to tell the line from the booth, but that looks pretty good. I'm a
It
little
may
worried
hit
that
the
it might
guard.
hit that red stone.
Yeah,
that's
it's
in
on the
front of
guard.
house. Oh, yeah, good call.
It wicked and then shot out the side to crash onto Potomac's stone at the back of the house.
And may still be in the house,
It-
unclear.
Oh,
Yeah,
it is
it's
very
very
hard to
tough
tell.
to tell if that's going to be a scoring stone. Looks like Elliott himself is inspecting.
So what do you do here as Potomac? Just
I mean, I think Kirkman's call is pretty good. Just, draw in and try and get it far so that you don't have something that they can just immediately knock right out.
fair.
It may be falling off rather quick, though. And it is crashing on Rochester's guard, or Rochester's stone in the 12-foot.
It looks like they needed that tick, though. That was going to be at least back line.
Yeah. I like
Yeah.
where that ended up. There's a possibility for a double there, but it's not terrible.
Elliott's contemplating. Definitely going for the hit. Yep, calling the double out.
Yep, looks like an upweight hit.
Hitting it slightly off center should be enough as long as it has enough momentum to take out both stones.
Even just a nose hit right on center would probably double those out, honestly.
Well, I'd be a bit worried about the jam.
All right, so the takeout thrown by the Rochester skip. Looks like it's got plenty of weight.
It may not make it over far enough.
Nope,
They get the one takeout, but not both.
Yep, the angle was not quite right to get the double there. All right, so we're down to last stones for both skips.
No, yellow has 2. They both have 2 left.
Oh, am I totally lying?
Yes.
All right, never mind.
Ricky lies to you.
I'm giving you completely false information here.
Kirkman looks like he's just trying to put up another stone in front of Potomac's stone. I can't quite tell if Potomac is out-counting Rochester. Does anybody else have a better view?
Nope.
Nope, that's very close.
We're looking at the same TV, Joe.
Well, I thought maybe with the angle through the window. Looks like. I mean, this kind of call would definitely make sense if Potomac is out counting. Like, you'd want to guard that right up and by putting a stone in front of it.
I think we gotta check it.
Stone is moving.
This draw looks good.
So long as it gets
good.
past Rochester's stone, it actually looks a little heavy to me. Oh, no, it's not.
They're going to sit open again.
Oh, a little too far. Giving Rochester the chance for the double takeout.
Yeah, I do think the double is there again.
Yeah, as long as they hit just, on the inside of that stone that he has the broom next to, should be double. Can't get too close to center, though. Otherwise, you're just going to shoot it right out the back.
All right, here we go. Looks like plenty of weight on it. I would say that's
As long as it
maybe a
makes it
touch
back.
wide of the broom.
Yeah. I
Sweepers
think if
are on,
anything, it's
though.
going to hit the outside of the front Potomac stone.
Yep, that could still
And
give
it
the
made
double,
it.
and
They
there
get
it
the
is.
double.
Very nice shot.
Nicely done.
Tough spot for Kirkman here.
They sit 2, possibly 3.
Yep.
I kind of think the only real option is maybe curling behind Rochester Stone to the left there, or trying to just take out stones and limit the damage.
You could also play a corner freeze to the
Corner freeze the shot rock.
first
You
shot.
corner
yeah.
freeze?
Yeah. That's what the call looks like.
Yeah.
Or that's what Luke.
That's what they're gesturing towards anyway.
Yeah. Because that's also behind the long corner guard, so
Oh, yeah.
that freeze is virtually can't take it out.
Really can't be too heavy with this, though. Don't want to give Barajas anything to take out.
I don't know if you're 2 or 3 feet heavy, you might end up full white behind that stone, and that's not a trivial takeout.
The ice looks like they're going for a hack or backline weight. It doesn't look like it's
Oh
a
yeah,
draw.
you're right. That's
Yeah.
not a draw.
So it looks like they are
Well.
calling the hit and roll off that stone.
Unless they've read the ice enough to the point where they know it's going to fall out and they need to take negative
Broom.
so much less ice
It's
to
definitely a
compensate.
Take
Swinging
out
hard
weight
to
here.
get around that high guard.
it's
And
around
it's
the
good.
guard.
He got the hit,
Nice shot.
and it
So,
sticks.
Potomac is currently shot rock, and we will see what Rochester does with their skip rock
I don't think
with the hammer.
quite as much roll as they wanted, but
Indeed.
Yeah.
even that little bit makes it better,
Yep.
seeing how close they came to that guard.
Here's a
Yeah,
high,
that was real tight.
a high chance that Rochester's going to roll out. Higher chance. So the hammer's on its way. Sweepers are not sweeping. Looks like it's a little wide.
Yep. Got one
They need that
sweeper on
curl.
now.
They're going to try directional sweeping.
Looks like they're going to get the stone,
And it
but
wicks, but
Ooh.
moves it toward the button.
Yep. So that's a steal for one for
Yep.
Yellow,
Potomac.
one yellow.
We also have a score update for you from Sheet C. It looks like Team Yellow took 2 points in the second end to tie the game. And Team Yellow is Potomac. Potomac 9.
God, Potomac does have 9 teams here. I guess that's not surprising since.
So Potomac 9 was
it's at
actually
Potomac.
misnamed as Potomac 9 because it should be Potomac/Philly because
Ah.
Cody is
Ah.
from Philly.
There you go.
So that's your fun fact for the day.
Fun fact of the day, Cody made me change that on the scoreboard. So anyone from Philly, shout out.
Throwing up the classic guard, I assume. Though it looks like it's fairly heavy. That's going to end up in the back of the house, I think, if it stays in. Although I may have just totally misread that weight. Oh, got to switch the.
They
there
are
we go.
sweeping out the back. It's only going to get to the back 8.
On sheet C in the Nutmeg Corelli versus the Potomac Philly game, Potomac Philly has taken 2 in N2 to tie it up.
On sheet D, it looks like the yellow team has taken another point. I'm not
Yellow
sure what
being
team that
Broomstones.
is.
Broomstones.
Broomstones. Broomstones is sitting 2-0 on sheet D.
Yep. And Sheet A has not put up their score yet for the second end, so we will update you when we can see what the score is.
So the call on sheet B with the Team Rochester's first stone was draw to the button.
Interesting.
Well, you really don't want to, with your
And
lead stones, you
they
don't
made
want
it.
that first stone to be that far back. That's pretty bad.
Well,
You give
they called
backing,
the draw
you
to
give backing
button.
for all the others.
Playing a different style of the game.
Yeah, they called draw to the button, and that was a beautiful draw to the
They
button. So
might have
credit
been-
to their
Oh,
lead.
I was talking about Potomac's first stone.
Oh, yes.
The far back.
Back 8 is
yeah.
bad.
No, the draw to the button I think is good compared with the backing of Potomac stone there.
Sure.
That's not. I don't think that's a bad call.
That might have been a box game call instead of an actual game call.
That's fair.
Because they just claimed the box.
Got to get that box.
It's all about the box.
For anyone not in the know here, we're referring to there's kind of a secondary game here going on where if you make a double takeout on opponent stones or a draw to the button, and is there anything else?
Draw to the
No.
forefoot.
Or draw to the
Yeah,
forefoot,
draw to the
sorry.
forefoot.
When you do that, you claim the box, and at some random point in the game, somebody's going to come out and ring a bell, and whoever currently has possession of the box gets some sort of prize.
They get to pick a prize box.
So that's what we're referring to there.
So we have Rochester stone on the button sandwiched between the two Potomac stones. Did anybody catch Popek's call here? Or Popek's?
Nope.
Okay.
I did not. I'm going to assume that it's just another draw.
If
I would think so. That makes sense. Just
That-
try and sit right on their stone.
Right, that first draw to the button is so nice.
if I was him,
I would ask him to do it again.
I would have thrown a corner freeze on one of those, the high yellow. Trying to make it curl.
Sweeping hard. And it looks like it's hanging out there. Potomac is out counting that stone. Potomac sits 2, Rochester's 3, and Potomac's 4.
So that stone opens up the double possibilities for.
Looks like Potomac is
Kirkman.
calling for the run
Yeah,
back.
Kirkman, he's gesturing the run back.
He's going to go for the run
And
back.
I don't know if he's actually
That's a fine
calling
call.
it. As long as they have the right angle, they can just pop that straight back, or straight out. Oh, a lot of ice. So maybe. Looks like he might just be calling a draw into to tap theirs back.
We will find out momentarily. Sweepers are on.
The angles are really important here, depending on.
It's trucking, although
they
it's
can
going to over. It looks like it's
angle
over
out.
curling, and it's going to curl.
That might
If
actually hit the
anything-
right most. Oh, no, that's through.
And the
Straight
field
through.
goal is good.
I feel like he may have been a little bit narrow of the broom on that shot, but it's hard to tell from where we're sitting in the booth here.
Either way, I think it had a lot of curl.
Rochester Skip is calling the center guard.
All right, so it looks like Rochester calling a hit to pop out that
Yeah,
front
they
yellow
just changed
stone.
it up. Backline wait.
Hoping to just remove that Potomac stone that's sitting and have them sit 3.
Sweeper is just called on, as I think you can hear on stream there. It looks like this is going to be a pretty good shot.
Wait looks good. Looks great.
Yep. Oh, but not quite enough momentum to
Sweeping it once
take
it
out
gets out.
Potomac stone.
That's a good shot, though.
Yeah, still
pretty much what they
solid
wanted.
shot.
All the red are in front of all the yellow, so I like red in this end so far.
Yep. Potomac here looked like he was gesturing to hit that stone and roll a little bit behind the front reds.
Good amount of weight, and we've been seeing a lot of curl.
We have. That looked like a lot of ice, which worried me, but as you said, it has been curling a good bit.
And it looks like it's coming back, and it's on track. It may even over curl actually. Oh wow, it over curled.
All right. To be fair, that might be Ricky missing the line there a little bit. It's hard to tell. All right. Well, that changed everything up a bit there. Makes life interesting.
A lot of stones in the back of the house.
I am amazed that that button lead rock shot is
Has not
still
moved.
on the
there,
button.
yeah.
Indeed. Got a commenter saying, "Oh my gosh, do not center guard with the hammer." And I
And it looks like
I
they're
would
going
tend
for
to
it.
agree with you.
Yeah.
So looks
Not quite making it there, though. Definitely not guarding that
yeah,
shot
that's not
rock.
guarding anything. That's not out counting either of the Yellowstones. We're looking for a little bit more weight on that one, I think, or a bit more curl.
Kirkman calling backline weight.
Yep. Trying to hit that button stone.
So it looks like that may be a bit up weight. They need that curl. And it's moving. It is obliging. And he
Nice.
got it. But with the jam at the back of the 8.
Yep, good rock there. Moved it off the button.
Yeah,
That's-
definitely not a bad outcome.
Nope.
As the geologist said when examining the curling stone, that's solid.
Oh, Joe.
I have no comment. I like it and I don't like it. It's fine.
That's exactly the mixture of reactions I'm going for.
Yeah, it's perfect.
So Rochester here, it looks like they're trying to hit that Potomac stone that was just thrown on the right side. If they give it enough weight, there's a chance if they do hit it right that they could double out the one on the left there as well.
So far, I really like this house for Rochester. It's wide open in the front and lots of backing for them to just move things backward.
If I was to skip, I'd be calling the hit and roll as the priority, and the double is only like if it curls too much or too little.
As the bonus,
Yeah.
so to speak.
Looks like it's going to jam.
Yep, jams on Rochester stones.
Yeah. Good rock. Rochester is sitting 2 right now.
Lost a little bit of that backing at the back of the 8.
No guards in play, though, so
Yeah,
everything's
it's still
accessible.
yeah. accessible, yeah.
Everything-
Everyone is
accessible.
living dangerously.
Got some options here. It looks like Kirkman is
He wants to
looking
double.
at the double. All they need is a shot a little left of center to actually get enough angle. It just can't be nose. Very little broom, anticipating a very fast takeout.
That doesn't look super fast. It's a hard
Oh,
shot.
wow.
I'll be impressed if they make it.
It's been
Yeah,
curling
I-
a lot on this end. I don't know.
It has.
I don't know if it's going to come back far enough. And it doesn't.
The answer is
it ticks
no.
Potomac stone and sits on the back line.
Oh. So red is now sitting 3.
Yes,
which is
they are.
unfortunate. Mine's a move. My last stone in our first game there.
Sitting 3 with their shot, so they're going to attempt the takeout on the back yellow to be sitting 5.
Yep, that's. I mean, that's certainly the right call. Just put a bunch of pressure on Potomac to try and make a shot to cut them down.
Yeah, if you're Potomac here, you got to be thinking the same thing as the disaffected renter, in that this house
Well-
is not ideal.
Joe. Joe. Too much.
I kind of like top 12 here. You got to try to prevent them from getting into the 8-foot or getting into the 4-foot.
Oh, and they take out
That's
Potomac
got it,
stone.
and they do stay in the house. So,
So they are sitting 5.
yeah,
Yep.
this is not
Rochester
not a
sitting 5.
good setup for Potomac.
All right, so we've got both skip rocks left. There's certainly time to do something here.
I rather
Yeah.
like that double. Just start taking stones out
Well,
of the house if they can do it.
You're not going to get all 5 out. So
yeah,
you have to
absolutely.
outcount. So I think if I was going to throw this, I would throw the hit and roll on the shot in the 4-foot to roll behind the red rock in the top 8. Yeah,
Yep.
exactly what Luke said. And not worry about if it doubles anything out.
I also wouldn't hate a freeze on that stone in the 4-foot, so that with your last rock you could
Yeah.
hit and then pop the
Well,
scoring
red
stone
has
out.
hammer, though, so
That's true, but my thought is that then you would have 2 Yellowstones frozen and you could probably not get them both out.
that's true.
Then again, I'm not a skip, so don't listen to my advice.
So that's my disclaimer as well. I am not a skip. So my my analysis, take with a grain of salt. I don't know. I think I usually, when presented with situations like this, my first thought ends up going to damage control and thinking, well, if they don't have the stones in the house, they can't score.
Right.
Sure.
So even though you won't take out, definitely can't take out all 5. But if you can take out a few of them, you can limit, what they're able to take at the end of this end, and maybe you can come back with the hammer in the next end.
Well, they can't take 8, so.
Yeah.
Indeed. Now, if you're red, well, I guess we have to see what Potomac throws here to see what Rochester would want to do.
A lot of debate on this call. Looks like they settled for the hit and roll on the shot rock.
Yep. Skip Kirkman's first stone.
Looks like a good normal weight.
Yep, nice delivery.
Sweepers
Sounds
are
like
off.
a curl. It
Looks
seems
wide.
awfully wide, yeah.
Yeah. They got to hope for that heavy curl at the end.
I don't think it's got it.
I think
It's got a
that
kiss.
Oh, all right.
And it
a
looks
piece.
like
But
Ticked
they're
it to the
opening
back.
they're opening up the forefoot.
Yeah,
though.
the forefoot's definitely open.
right. So
And
I was going to say you probably want to put one kind of high as Rochester here.
Yep, top 12, top 8 is what they're called.
Score
Call
update
is.
on the other sheets for you folks. We have on sheet A, the yellow team took 1 point in the second end. It is red 2, yellow 1. On sheet C, we have red taking 2 points in the third end to sit 4, red 4, yellow 2. And I can't see the D sheet because someone is standing in front of it. But once we have
rude.
access to that information, we will get it to you right quick. Looks like D is unchanged. They haven't hung their third end yet. 2 yellow. And we have Rochester's stone, presumably just trying to get more in there and make things more complicated for Potomac's final shot.
Yep, trying to sit high in the house. Looks a tad heavy to me, and the sweepers are not even thinking about sweeping, so I think they think the same here. That may be
wow.
through.
That is flash.
Sweeping it out.
Yep. Yeah, and that's Rochester sweeping out their own stone just to make sure they don't leave it in an unfortunate spot.
So Russ's call is the freeze onto the shot rock, which is in the back of the 8-foot.
Just off center line.
Yeah, I like this. They have to prevent their rock from getting taken out.
Yep. And they need to cut down any chance of the Rochester taking any more with the hammer.
Freeze is
Definitely a
a
good
tough
call.
shot in the Dykes tournament. I do appreciate everyone on Rochester's team wearing their names on their back of their shirts.
Yeah, it makes life a lot easier for us. All right, so here is the attempt at the freeze. Yeah, need a lot of curl to get there, as
Looks
you hear them
heavy
yelling.
on
Yep.
my eye.
does. I would agree.
Sweepers are not sweeping.
At least
It is
some
moving a
combination
lot.
of too heavy and too high. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's
back
actually
to
going
center.
to get
That is
there.
nice.
That's a beautiful shot.
Well,
very
Wow.
nice. A bit of a tap.
some separation.
Yeah, well
It's
done.
under the guard, though, also.
Yeah, I
Can
think-
definitely be removed.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's definitely still visible for Rochester. I can only assume that they're going to try and tap that out through the back and sit 5 or 6.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely the play
Yeah, it's
because
gonna
worst
depend
case scenario, Potomac takes 1.
Yep, and here goes Elliott.
But the payoff is huge if they make the shot.
Man, that ice still, what he threw just still feels wide to me, but it has been curling so much here that that might be okay. I think it's too wide,
They're
though.
willing it.
Yep.
Now they're trying to directionally switch.
Nope, it's getting there, but it's
That's
it's
a
up
great
Potomac
shot.
Stone. Nice
Yep.
shot. That is 5 for Rochester.
5 red.
Nicely done.
Well done by the Rochester squad there. I was on the edge of my seat for that rock because, again,
Hard ice call.
it is
not know
really
where to put the
curling a
broom.
lot there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Well played.
So as it stands now on sheet B, we have Rochester with 5 points in the third end and Potomac with 2 points. As we move into the fourth end.
On sheet D over there, it looks like yellow scored 1 in both the first and second ends. So it's currently yellow 2, and they are just finishing up the third end. So we'll see what the score is. Rochester throwing a center guard here, as they certainly should.
It looks like it's going to be high, if anything, but it may hog.
Nope, that's
Nope. It's over.
They're
It's
making it.
over.
Well done by the sweepers. They worked
Have
hard
a
to get
little
that one
faith,
over.
guys.
We're just trained to expect the worst case scenario because that's how it usually works out with Thursday League.
All right, it looks like Potomac is calling the draw behind that. You know, they are a bit behind, being a little bit aggressive with this, not throwing the corner guard.
Well, not throwing the corner guard is
Less
the
aggressive.
opposite of aggressive.
Okay, fair enough.
You
Whatever.
want to.
We've got some passive aggression going
There you
on.
go, passive
There you go,
aggression.
passive aggression.
It looks like they're getting right behind. Oh, yep, right behind Rochester's high guard to
That's a
sit
good
in the
draw.
middle of the 8. Nice draw.
Rochester wants the corner freeze.
All right. On sheet D, it looks like Broomstones took another single point in the third end, so it is currently 3-0 Broomstones. Over there on sheet D. All right, looked like Rochester was calling about the same ice that Potomac called for their first stone.
This rock looks heavy to me, though.
Yeah, it looks heavy to me, too. They may be trying to salvage it, hoping a curl will come and take it off the Potomac guard, or Potomac stone.
Oh,
But it's going to sit like back 8.
Back
Yeah.
4. Yeah, back 8.
Yep, and we get the back 8. Sitting center line, but Potomac's still the shot rock.
Russ wants to take the play out into the wing now. He's calling the
Draw to the T line.
draw to the T line on the 8 foot.
Yep.
Give him something to shoot at.
I'm not sure I like this call.
You know, I'm not sure either.
I'm
I would not have done the draw.
very
in
sure I'm not. I
for
don't like
sure.
this call.
I mean, it seems like best case scenario.
Best case scenario-
You're sitting somewhere where they can get the hit and roll
Right.
and get right in toward the button.
Indeed.
Although this looks like it may be a little bit heavy, so that might help out a little bit.
Yeah, I'd be sweeping this to the back 12.
As Potomac,
Yes.
or as Rochester.
No, as Potomac.
Sure.
Yeah, they managed to get it far enough back that it took away that hit and roll to sit shot.
Yeah.
All right, and it looks like Rochester's calling draw just to that shot rock there.
So I don't think they've played on this side of this sheet coming this way yet, if my memory serves me correctly.
I think you're right. So best case scenario is they just sit right on that yellow rock, and then they can later hit it and pop it out.
Yeah.
But
Oh, it's
as
cut.
you said, just kind of seeing what this side of the sheet does as well.
Looks like it's going to get to nose.
Yep, going to over curl compared to what they wanted, but a little bit of a tap up on that.
Sitting right in front of Potomac Stone, which they've pushed into the 4 foot. Looks like there's still a path to get to Potomac Stone, but it's definitely narrowed a lot.
I'm not sure how you get 2 heroes yellow. I mean,
it
have the
looks like
hammer.
he called the draw in to it almost looked like he called a freeze on the yellow, but I wasn't sure if that was actually what he called.
That looks like a little upweight to me, but we shall see.
It's coming in, sweeping hard.
Yep. Oh, finish. That's going to end up on that red rock. So I was completely wrong, but it was too much.
Slightly tap Rochester's stone. It's sitting in line with Potomac's, but in between they have that Rochester stone sandwich that's going to be tough to deal with.
Yep. And Rochester's calling the draw just to the button here, trying to outcount yellow.
How are things looking in the chat box, Al?
Good save, Steve.
From Brian.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
I think the angles here, I think it would be better to... Wait, no. Red's throwing. Never mind.
Gosh, Frank.
In the event that another team was throwing the stone.
So, red's throwing, I think if you tap the yellow that's in the forefoot slightly so that...
And
that's a good shot by red. I would have had
that
the
was a
sweepers
nice
on a
shot.
little bit more, but that's a good shot.
Yeah.
It doesn't sit, it's not sitting shot, but it's
not.
definitely nice and tight toward the forefoot.
Yeah, there's potential to tap that up a little bit later to, tap that to the button. There's all sorts of opportunities.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, Potomac might just remove it, in which case there would be no opportunities.
But with the ice
We'll
curling
see.
so much here, the broom call is questionable on this side.
That is curling hard. That might be on the front guard, actually.
It is on the front guard.
Yep, so let's just peel on that front center
peeled.
guard. Not quite what they wanted.
Path of the house wide open, but there's this large cluster of rocks right around the center line that complicates things.
I think that's actually favorable for the team with the hammer because now you're open to hit all those reds out. If you can...
If you nose that front yellow, that should probably pop that red out.
So Rochester's looking to
that
stay
other
in this
red.
pocket, and if they get there, they're not getting removed.
We have about an hour left in the play for this draw.
And this is looking rather reminiscent of the previous end where there were no guards and a bunch of rocks in the house.
Yeah. But 2 different colors this time.
Yes, indeed. They're not all red this time, which is much better for Potomac, clearly.
So, Frank, as a skip, you think the pocket there is the right call?
I would draw
Just
in the
try and
pocket.
bury it?
Because as red, you're just trying to steal 1, right? So you'll...
Honestly, just giving up 1 as
There's-
red is not bad either. You're up by 3,
Right.
and you would get
Yeah,
the
you're
hammer
trying to
back.
force the
Yeah,
1.
that's
So
not
Oh,
if
awful.
you can...
it actually looks like they've changed the call. It's a takeout now.
Yeah, they're going to go for the yellow, red, yellow run back.
Looked a little wide for that. They actually just
Look
hit
at the
their
hit and
own
roll,
stone.
though.
So they hit their
Hit and roll to
stone
corner
out, but-
freeze.
Yeah,
I
that
actually
freeze is
like
nice.
that a lot better.
I was going to say,
And-
that looks much nicer than
I
the
mean,
stone that was there.
So if they would have
red.
done the draw there and not have taken out their own stone, that would have been the ultimate. But this is fine.
Yep.
And as autumn turns to winter, we have a freeze.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, they keep happening. Also, once again, props to Allison for running all of the technical things here for this cast.
Thank you,
Yes, thank you
Allison.
for being our operator.
I do it sometimes, but I just heard the dinner bell, so
Yeah, dinner bell is, that sounds like priorities.
Are we taking rotations on this,
I
dinner
think we
bell?
might be.
yeah.
Your live meal update, dinner is being served at the Potomac Curling Club for the Dykes Bonspiel. It is Italian.
So hop on that car, hop in that plane, get on over here for dinner. You've got 30 minutes.
And there's already a line, so we got to wait. All right, so straight draw for Luke Thomason. Thomason? I don't know how to say his
Yes.
last name.
Thomason.
No L.
No sweeping, so it looks a little
Oh,
heavy.
I think they need to be
Oh,
on.
I think
Oh, well.
Oh,
I was going to say, I think they need
They
to be
might
on that,
just
but
be
it's
trying to
already
get some
into
separation on
It
the, already
is.
into the group there.
It crashes on the Potomac's highest highest
wow.
guard, and
Oh, my God. Yeah.
that's an interesting house.
It is.
It's gonna.
I feel like you still, so he's pointing to Yellowstone. I feel like as Rochester, you still just nail that Potomac stone into your red, into the yellow that it's frozen on, and pop it out the back.
Yeah.
So
I mean, especially with the number of stones at the front of the house, you can afford to just try and get that out of there.
what color is Rochester's red?
Rochester's red.
If I was red,
It's
I would.
red for Rochester.
So Elliot is right now pointing at the hit of the center red into the center yellow, and I like that.
That's also a good
I
shot.
like
But-
that much more than that side run back.
Yeah, good call. I was just excited about
I
the
would throw
the
like
doubles.
hack weight and try to get the center red to hit the yellow and then roll slightly to the viewer's right as you're looking down the sheet, so that the red is like guarding the draw to the forefoot behind that high yellow.
It sounds way too
Does that
complicated.
make
Just
any
nail
sense? Just nail it. Okay. Throw normal.
Get it out of there.
it. Get it out.
Just hit it hard.
Very hard. Name of the game.
And to get you in the zone for the shot in the background.
What's the song? I can't hear it.
Danger zone.
Oh.
Oh.
All right, this is looking good. Sweepers definitely need to be on it to keep
Oh,
it
it's
straight.
curling.
Oh, it's moving.
Well,
yeah,
a tick off the yellow is not bad.
Oh.
Oh.
All right, well, they got out the yellow shot rock. That
Team
is,
Elliott
good
did
by
not
them.
feel like cooking tonight because that is a takeout. Is some takeout. Oh, damn it, I botched it.
You can't use that word on the live stream.
Oh, I apologize. My
Well-
bad, folks.
Well,
So,
Joe, we got what you were going
There
for.
is
You
a
got
double available for yellow right here.
There is. There is. Got to hit it a little right of nose from the
I don't think
skip's
you
perspective
can
here,
keep
holding
the
the
shooter
board.
though, so it's gonna have to
No.
be. It's gonna have to be good.
So you're saying that they should make a good shot instead of making a bad shot?
Well, if you're
got
calling a shot that you can't keep the shooter, you have to make sure you make the shot, because otherwise, if you
this
just
looks a little wide coming down
miss
the
and hit
ice.
nose, then that's fine. But like,
I think it's going to be a solid hit on Rochester's.
oh, close.
All right, popped one out.
Yep.
The warm room reacts.
Yes,
A lot of people are watching this game. I like it.
indeed. Yes, the Potomac team, since we're at Potomac, definitely has some fans here in the warm room. Possibly some wives and such.
Not us though.
Well,
We're impartial. We're impartial commentators.
We are impartial commentators.
We just think everybody should have fun. Everyone's a winner as long as everyone has fun.
Indeed.
Are you
Honestly,
making fun of me, Joe?
You sound like a snowflake.
honestly, I think I'm voting for Rochester because those tie-dye pants are just slaying right now. I'm a fan.
Rochester takes a point in the fashion department.
We had a definitive coverage of every great pair of pants on the ice, including the lack of pants from the one kilt wearer.
Last game.
Oh, yeah, Alan McNabb from
Yeah.
Broomstones rocks the kilt.
There is
all
a
the time.
second kilt wearer today that
There
I saw.
is. I saw that. There are two kilters.
For better or worse, there are two
Kiltians?
Kiltians.
It's not Kiltians.
Kiltians. I think I like kilters.
No, I'm pretty
because
sure-
you can be off kilter.
Oh.
If there's more than one,
That's
I
a
think
good
it's
pun.
Kiltopodes.
All right, so red's coming in here.
Calling for a hard sweep.
I was gonna
First rock.
say, it looks like
Oh, wow.
Okay,
it's
well.
fallen a
It is
lot.
curling.
whatever they were going
Yeah.
for, it looks like it's going to be through the house.
Best case scenario.
It's gonna tick it in.
Oh, it
Oh.
Ticks it. Nope.
All right,
Still
red
not
is
shot.
still shot.
Red is still shot.
I think they were going for the takeout on that yellow, and it just overcurled. I'm not positive, though.
Yeah, I think that was the call, based on how soon he called that sweep.
Yeah.
So Team Potomac debating the call. Do they go and just try and run that stone straight back, or try something fancier?
I would. Who has hammer? Yellow has hammer.
Yellow has hammer.
Yeah. If you hit the red rock, you're sitting in the top of the house, and you have 3 run backs available if the other team draws behind them with no guards. There's a little risk here. I mean, I guess the risk is a triple, but I don't think
mean,
triple's there.
You could also live the dream and double out that back red stone as well.
That is true.
Hey,
Always try to live the dream.
anything's possible until the stone actually stops.
It's true.
Well, yeah. So if you go for that double, then you can just sit frozen on top of your yellow instead of on the center line, which I like that too.
Oh, yeah, now that I'm kind of looking at it a bit more.
Yeah. Also, if we all if they convince everyone to close their eyes and not observe the stones, we could end up in a quantum superposition of doubling out all of the rocks.
Oh, no.
Well, I mean, it would be superpositioned with every rock being in play.
That's true.
Back to the curling game.
All right, so here we go.
Someone's feeling a little left out of
I do
advanced physics class.
not
You
have
change the
advanced
results
physics
by
class.
observing them.
All right, so sweepers are on.
It looks like it may
Which is a
curl
good
just
call.
enough.
They don't
and they
quite
don't
get the
make the
double.
double.
That's
But
okay
they do
there.
get that stone out. That's fine.
They are sitting at least one, maybe two.
Yep. Looks like Rochester is calling the hit and roll behind that yellow near the center there.
A very belated update on sheet C. Team Nutmeg's Corelli took another 2 in the fourth end to make it
They did.
6-2.
And that was a steal of 2 as well.
Yes.
Oh, no, Michael.
All right.
Here it
Man, I still
comes.
feel like every one of these stones is wide, but it is curling so much that this is probably great. Yeah, that's definitely on the yellow stone. It looks like they're going to get the takeout. And good little roll, not going to quite get behind cover, but they're sitting shot, so that is fine.
Russ has one rock left.
He does indeed.
This is the hammer? This is the hammer.
This is the hammer.
Yep. So it looks like
I mean,
just
so-
nose it, or maybe slightly to the right of nose.
Don't
from
know
our view.
whose second shot.
Yeah. So
That's the thing. I
I
think
think-
that Rochester's second shot, but it's very hard to tell.
It looks like they're going for the double in order to ensure that their second shot.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that's the right call, certainly.
yeah, absolutely.
Can't jam. Depending on the weight he throws, jam is giving up one. Here comes the rock. No sweeping.
Calling him on.
I just heard
Oh,
a
it
very
is
loud
falling
yes.
off.
Which way is it curling?
It's
It is
curling.
way over curling.
Uh-oh.
That is not a. Oh man.
So,
So
Potomac has
that's
got to not
3
like
for
that. That is
Rochester.
3. Yeah.
Rochester sits 3. Scores 3.
an unfortunate heavy curl there. And you heard the sort of loud gasp from the war room here.
I
Everyone
mean-
was upset about that. He was cheering on Potomac.
That was
Clearly
a well
everyone cheering on Rochester was happy.
Oh yeah, that was a well-executed heist because that was quite the steal.
It's not even a pun. It's just
It's just a play on words.
And it was
I don't
only
even know if
well
that's a play on
executed if
words.
you're on Team Rochester.
Oh well, yeah. Hey, I have to shoehorn these in here anyway.
you know, I'd argue that you
Regardless
don't.
of how good they are.
I am the main pun play on words powerhouse of this commentating team.
Clearly.
All
Do
right.
not want that title.
Hey, if
So,
anybody else wants to help out,
Rochester here throwing towards the center line.
Throwing, hopefully,
I
top
think-
12.
Yeah, it looks like he's
No guards for
pointing
the rest of
towards
the end
into the
game.
4. And, I mean, it's 8-2. Certainly just throw some things into the house, keep them from scoring more than one. It's a great plan. That's going to end up top 8. Great throw.
Kirkman going into the 4-foot on the lead rock of the end.
so as it stands, Rochester is sitting 8, and Potomac is sitting 2, I believe.
2. Yep.
Yes.
Not
so
sitting,
this
it's
is
scores.
that. Well, yeah, that's the score. Sorry,
what- okay.
not stones, but that's what the score is.
Yep. It's the power of those colorful pants.
We also have a score update on. Did we already do sheet C?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
We did.
sheet D has a score update. We have red taking 1 stone in the 4th end.
That is Cape Cod's Ool.
So we have Cape Cod sitting 4, and their opponents.
No, Cape Cod is sitting 1.
Or 1, I'm sorry.
And
the
Broomstones is sitting 3.
Broomstones is sitting
Sorry,
3.
and not sitting 3. They have 3 points.
They're
They're not sitting 3 in the house. They are.
Yeah, words are hard. That's why I signed up to talk a lot.
So Kirkman's stone comes up short here. They left it as a corner guard, which I like. But now Elliott's throwing a center guard, which I don't like.
Is he throwing a center guard, or is he trying to throw it into the house?
The call was center guard.
All right.
It's definitely too heavy for a center guard.
If that's the case, then that's
Too
That's
heavy
why I
and
was
too
asking.
wide.
I think it's
Yeah.
going to be in the house.
They got to sweep this to the back 12.
Ooh.
Looks like back 8.
I
don't know. That might be back 12.
I don't know if it's quite going to get out.
That is
Yep.
fine.
It's not out, but yeah, that doesn't hurt them.
Kirkman calling a draw into the 4-foot, right in front of the button.
All right, sweepers are on. So they looks like they need it for line and weight, I believe. Probably going to at least tick on that red. Oh, and actually
Not quite.
doesn't even make
Nope,
it there to tick.
sits as a guard.
So sits as a guard. Rochester is happy with that. They're just going to throw up another center guard in front of the one that Potomac just threw.
And now we have Schubert in his fantastic pants, delivering his first stone.
Yeah, I was wrong. Those are not tie-dye. They're more of like a Jackson Pollock sort of deal going on there.
Kind of like if you used them for painting, but never washed them.
Or if you were a paintball player and you were really bad at it.
And only targeted the pants.
Yes. All right, well, this looks like it's going to be a fine guard. Have one sweeper on.
Pretty high. Doesn't have a lot of momentum toward the end of the sheet. Oh, never mind.
All right, doesn't
Misspoke.
quite make it to center line. But that seems okay.
Kirkman hoping to blow up the front there and get rid of some of those guards and give himself a path to the button.
Commenter on stream says, better than a center guard anyway.
Yeah, how is the chat box doing over there?
They recommend Crabtown in Glen Burnie should this game end early.
I mean, you're in Maryland, might as well eat some crabs. And yes, it is a very good point. It takes away the run back on that center yellow.
I think Crabtown is the restaurant that has all the pinball games, right?
I have no idea.
No clue.
Can we get confirmation on that?
This is
Is
we're-
FL watching?
RJW8625. Can we get confirmation on that?
Yes,
Yes,
all right.
it is.
In all caps, yes, with an exclamation point. Oh, maybe I'll have to check
so
that
this
out.
is Elliott versus Kirkman, brought to you by Crabtown in Glen Burnie.
Oh, no.
Hey, now, they didn't pay us anything.
Free
Let's not
advertisement.
endorse them.
Well,
Yeah.
they didn't pay you guys anything.
I mean, this Bonspiel is officially sponsored by Red Hot and Blue in Laurel, Maryland.
How is it?
It is.
Yeah.
They're on the back of the program.
Oh, nice.
That is also how we get barbecue.
Well, thank you to
For
Red
dinner.
Hot and Blue for their sponsorship of our club and this Bonspiel.
All right, back to curling. We've got 3 sweepers on this redstone. I think it's still going to be on that yellow guard if it even makes it. Oh, actually, they might just be sweeping it, not hog.
We should figure out how to do instant replay, guys.
Yeah, so they did not hog. That's a good zone. It's in front of that yellow. Takes away that run back.
See if you can get the instant replay in slow-mo.
So Nutmeg Club has the same exact software, and they have instant replay.
Oh, so we got to be able to do this.
Wow.
We can't let Nutmeg be better.
The wonders of technology.
Ed needs to
We
come down here and
already
teach us.
have. Boom.
All right,
Gauntlet
so
thrown.
here is
Next stone.
Potomac stone. I think trying to draw in.
They have
Yeah.
guards. Oh, they have some nice guards on this end.
Although I think it's too wide to really get behind any of the guards, unless it has
it
like a
might
heck
be-
of a curl at the
It
end.
might be on that back Rochester stone there if it goes
Yeah,
far
it looks
enough.
like, and it looks like Rochester's actually. They started sweeping, but stopped.
Right. So
It's sitting in front of the backing.
doesn't quite freeze to it. It's in the open. There's definitely a takeout there for Rochester, which I assume is what they're going to call.
Absolutely.
There's, what, 2 center line guards and 1 in the 8-foot. So first one to the 4-foot here on the center line wins. Or I should say scores.
And you too can score with lunch at Red Hot and Blue in Laurel. If you want barbecue with a sort of patriotic theming, go
That
to Red
one
Hot
was a
and Blue.
foot stomper.
On sheet A, we have an update. Petersham has taken 1 in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th ends to bring it to 3-2 over Plainfield 3 in the 5th end.
We also have an update from sheet A. In the
That was sheet A.
Oh, that was sheet A? Wait, I thought they were sitting 3. Oh, never mind. I I misheard that. I apologize.
Rochester looks like they're going to try to either hit and roll or draw in. I'm not sure. Oh, no, they're going to freeze. Changing the call. Plan C.
Like Ricky was saying, you know, every one of these stones I think is just being thrown way too wide, but with the amount of curl that this has been having, I mean that one was
wide
like,
and flashed.
But now I don't even know anymore.
Thanks to our great ice tech crew who keeps the ice, of which I'm a part of.
There is a special place in heaven for people who come out at 6 a.m. to do a scrape for a Bonspiel.
Looks like Potomac's getting in the house, maybe? Yes.
It's a heavy draw.
Heavy draw. May not stick around. Oh, it wicked off their own stone. To sit at the front of the back of the 8. to sit somewhere in the rings.
They're gonna hit one of these two. There's a wide area that you can throw to and make the takeout. Double is there too. So that one crashed on the guard. That must have really overcurled.
Yeah, I'm surprised it had that much curl, to be honest.
And this was really light, though. They were expecting probably a control weight takeout, and it stopped in front of the house.
On sheet C, they blanked in the 5th end, so it remains a score of 6-2 in favor of Nutmegs Corelli, and Potomac/Philly retains the hammer.
Kirkman looking just to guard up those 2 Potomac stones, at least make it harder for Rochester to hit any of them and stick around.
He must be confident that he's sitting 2, though, because it looks like the red in the top 12 is actually number 2.
Yeah,
I would agree.
Me too.
Potomac is sitting 1 here, definitely. Somebody said please update sheet A. They are currently sitting 3 points for Petersham and Petersham, sorry, and 2 points for Plainfield.
Oh, Potomac overthrows it, sits at the top of the 4, but pretty well in line with their shot rock.
Behind the guard, too. A lot of discussion on this one.
Let's kill the quarter, yeah?
Looks like they're giving ice for a draw, but with the curl on this sheet, it might be a takeout. I don't know.
Yeah, that might be just like a backline hack weight takeout on that yellow in the forefoot. We shall see. All right, calling the sweepers on 4 line here. So maybe a little bit narrow at the broom.
Yeah, you got to hold that with the amount of curl this has been having. And it's already moving toward the guard, but it looks like it's going to make it past. Oh, no, it didn't. It wicked. And it's rolling off in front of the third Potomac stone in the back. I don't think they were looking to make that path any more crowded.
No.
So Potomac's down by 6 here.
They are.
They need some big points.
But you need points. So like, I might throw the top 8 draw on the side of the 2 counting stones,
Just get another stone in that line.
just to prevent the takeouts.
Sure. Looks like they're instead calling the draw from the other side.
Red has a really, really flat hit and roll off of that really wide yellow.
Which one are you looking at, Frank?
The yellow all the way to the left.
Oh, yeah, I see it there. Yeah.
That's a
That'd be-
desperation shot, though.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be rough, and you really have to hit that just right.
Yeah. You'd probably have to come outside in to get the
To get it to move far enough.
flat roll.
So I think they're going for the draw around here, but that could potentially be a promote on that yellow guard. I'm not sure.
Well, it's hard to tell from this direction. I would wonder how big that window is with the guards on the left side. Clearly big enough to draw through, but you know, I wonder.
I just feel like that's not enough ice to get around the guard.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Oh, never mind.
Sweepers are on. Oh.
Looks like they're going for
Yeah.
the hit and roll themselves on themselves.
But once again, we see that just dive out towards the border there.
With that
over towards sheet A.
with that out turn there.
Right. We saw that in the first end, I think.
Yes.
And it's still happening.
We have approximately 35 minutes of play remaining in this draw.
Well, when the timer ends, you can finish the ender on.
Yeah.
So
That's why I mean approximately.
there you go.
Looks like Rochester throwing a wide draw.
Yep. Sweepers are on.
It's making the turn. It
Yep.
looks like it might be pretty good, especially with the backing of Potomac stones.
Yep. May end up on the inside of that shot rock, just barely. It's a good
Yep.
shot.
It's a good freeze.
Yeah.
That's what I was afraid of, because that's
Yeah.
cutting them down to 1 now.
Yep, and Rochester can let Potomac take 1 all day and be happy with the lead they have. So.
Are there any other sheets that people need updates on? Is anyone curious in the chat box? Just let us know.
I don't think the scores have updated
They
since the last
know
time
what
we
we
said.
know. Yeah.
Indeed.
Okay.
We haven't finished an end since the last time we updated.
Don't think so.
Do we actually track the scores on the thing, or is it just audio updates?
Nope, all the scores are visible
All the scores
on the
are
screen.
visible.
I
Oh, they're
typed the
visible.
scores
Okay.
in.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if we had that as part of our software.
Yeah.
Dobbs implemented it for Shortsbill.
Oh, okay.
We do not yet have the ability to say what end each of the games are in when they're all listed at the same time.
Oh, okay. Hence the calling it at the end of the ends.
Yes.
So this is Kirkman's hammer shot, right?
Yep. Yes, it is.
So they're sitting 1.
They're going to need to try to either draw in or actually make that hit and roll.
Yeah, I think the call based on the ice is just the draw in. Draw in, touch forefoot, take 2. Start that comeback.
Kirkman with the draw. Hoping to sit in there and take 2 at the end.
Yep. Sweepers are on.
Looks light.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it does.
They got to hope they can get it
They're
through
sweeping
that
hard.
court, but
Honestly, it looks like they're on the promote on that guard now, but
Oh,
the
so
angle's
promote.
not there. So it's going to just be 1 yellow. So in the
Rochester
5th end, we're now sitting 8 for Rochester, 3 for Potomac.
Rochester maintaining a comfortable lead.
Oh my God, over on sheet A, there's just a massive pile of guards there. I think you may be able to see on stream, maybe not. All right, so N6 here with Potomac versus Rochester. All right, sweepers are on. They call it as being narrow, which it definitely is. Looks maybe a tad light as well, so that looks like it's just going to hog. And
Yep, and they're calling it as hog.
Rochester's going to draw to the T line here in the wing.
yep, good call.
Good call for a team with hammer up by 6. 5? 5.
5. Let's not oversell this, Frank.
And looks like they make it over. A nice high guard. Kirkman calling for the center line guard.
I like this call. Do you guys know if we're implementing a 5 rock rule in the next Dykes?
what?
5 rock free guard zone rule?
Oh, I have no idea. I haven't heard anything about that.
Yeah, not sure.
Does Allison know?
No, we will find out next year.
Yeah, let's not spoil things,
Got
Frank.
a plan though, man. Got to practice with them.
All right, so there's a guard from Potomac, almost on that center line. Update from sheet D, Cape Cod took 1 point in the 5th, so it's now sitting 3-2 in favor of Brimstones. Over on sheet A, Plainfield took, it looks like 3 points in the 5th end to sit 5-3 against Petersham.
And Rochester with the draw in. Looks like they're getting in the back of the house, but nicely in line with their own guard.
Fully buried, yes. Back
A
12
guard
later.
that you cannot see on this far house
Indeed.
camera.
But trust us,
But
it
there,
exists.
Yeah, there we go. Very high guard.
Of course, you can get at it with backline weight, but
Also, I believe we already said this, but just in case, sheet C blanked the 5th end.
Yes, we did. And
Did we?
I did.
Excellent, thank you. They're actually almost on the 6th end over there, so a little bit ahead of sheet B here. All right, another guard from Potomac. Tapping that first one a little closer to the center line. And it looks like Rochester is going to peel that center guard.
there we go.
Good move. Get him out of there.
Good call.
And that guard is gone.
Good peel.
I can definitely see the appeal.
Kirkman's calling for the draw behind the corner guard now.
The fans' reaction to that peel pun was womp womp.
An appropriate reaction. Also in the chat,
Hey,
Janet, check your phone. Do not know who Janet is, but
Oh,
Janet
I know
is
who Janet
Frank.
Oh,
is.
that's me.
oh, all right. That is Frank's nickname. Forgot about that.
Well, thank you, thank you. I'm available for weddings. I'll be here all week. Tip your waiter.
Don't tip the waiter, tip the bartenders.
I just tip everybody. That's the safe route to go. And Elliott looking like they're just trying to get Potomac Stones out of play. Calling for a peel of that front guard. Also opens up the path to that buried stone, which I didn't see due to a water bottle.
Yep, they don't roll much, so it doesn't really open up that path very much. But,
Nope.
I mean, when you're up this far, it's always good just to take
Remove
your opponent's stones out of play.
Yeah.
Take away the chance of them getting a big end to come back. All right, look like calling for a draw into the 8-foot there. Behind that red guard. It's not their stone, but they can still use it. Always harder to make a run back than just a straight takeout. That looks a little light to me from here. The sweepers are on.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I feel like that's going to be on that front red guard already. It's
Yeah.
curling a ton. And there it is.
Unfortunately, it also opens up the path to Potomac Stone in the house,
It does.
giving Team Elliott a very nice just path to a takeout.
Yep. So
If they're just knocking out stones.
Yep. So positive development for Rochester there. Looks like N6 over on sheet C is done, but they have not posted the score yet, so we expect to see that soon.
As expected, Elliott's calling the takeout of that stone.
Okay. Looks like a good takeout. Can't quite tell if it's going to curl enough. It might just clip it, or it might be through. And it's through.
And it's through.
It's a flag.
Yeah,
by a
so
hair.
A little bit of a whiff takeout there. And Potomac is calling once again a draw in front of their scoring stone and out counting the the one Rochester stone in the back there.
Hoping just to get some cover and some just extra points or extra stones in the house to score.
Yep. Sweepers are on hard again, so they're thinking this is light.
It looks like, but they need the curl around their other guard stone, and I don't. It looks like it just made it.
Yeah, that's a good rock.
Yeah, absolutely. They want to keep it high, so they don't want to. They don't want to pull that.
Certainly. Might have been nice to be a little more in line with that back one, but I mean, Rochester's going to be happy hitting either of them, so that doesn't matter too much.
Absolutely, and it looks like they have a chance at the double here.
I would have liked to draw behind the guard, but
Over to the right side of the sheet.
yeah. Well, viewers left.
Well,
yeah.
Viewers left. All right, so here comes the takeout from Rochester. It's looking like a pretty good stone.
Looks
It's
like
at
it's
least going to
made.
get that front one out,
Yep.
Oh,
which is all they need, so good shot. Update from sheet C. It looks like Potomac took 1 in the 6th end. So that is currently 6-3 in favor of Nutmeg 1, Team Corelli.
our background music in the warm room is "Come On, Feel the Noise."
Girls, rock your boys. It's a rock, like in curling.
Oh, yeah.
We can confirm at least one person is doing this.
All right, so Frank, it looks like they're shooting for what you were just saying, drawing behind that yellow guard.
You wanna draw behind. You wanna have the covered rock in the top of the house,
Yeah.
and let them take out the back of the house rock, because that's not helping you anyway.
And
Yeah, if
then
they're
what?
going to shoot for something, give them one stone to shoot for rather than
Right.
the
Yeah.
pair of them.
The double is also available.
Yeah. All right, looks like they think it's got the weight. Looks pretty good from here.
Yeah, I'd agree, but
Needs to curl more.
it also has been
does.
carrying in this near house. So I think it might be farther back than they were hoping.
Ricky's trying to will it over.
Yep, waving that way, and it does stay pretty straight. So seems like there's a double there. I think you try to live the dream, but you always got to try and hit the double if it's there.
Yeah. I mean, also, at where Rochester's sitting now, you might as well try to go for the big shots.
Yeah.
And
From what they're motioning, I think they're actually just going to try and hit it and roll behind cover, and hopefully it's a shot for them.
okay.
So yeah, trying to hit that side of the stone, roll behind.
And if it over curls, they can go for the double.
Yep,
Yeah.
good plan.
Be a good plan B.
I was getting the shots together after they only caught one. And then, I mean, what am I saying? Like, who's on there? Should I say hi?
All right, calling the sweepers on for this takeout.
Totally Brandon. Tell that bitch that
This looks like it might be on that front yellow guard, actually.
I think it might be just
And-
past.
Oh,
yeah.
it's just passed, but that's going to not
It-
quite
it-
get the yellow stone. So
Well, it wicks Potomac stone,
Wicks
but
it to frozen.
definitely-
yeah, they're frozen now.
Although, easily taken out with a hit on the corner of the top yellow.
Yeah, and red does have hammer this end, so Potomac is trying to steal, which is obviously difficult to steal more than
Yeah, you can
One.
usually only hope for the one.
yeah. It looks like Potomac is throwing another draw. I
Trying
think
to get behind cover.
I was gonna say I didn't quite see if they're going to if they're going for being in line with those two to try and guard the takeout.
I mean, based on their broom and the amount it's been curling, I kind of think they're trying to get
Yeah,
under
that's fair.
that guard cover on the right side of the center line.
Looks like pretty good weight here.
A little bit of cleaning. I actually think it might be a little bit heavy. Unless, oh, nope,
Nope,
it's slowing
sweepers
down
are
with
on.
the curl. Never mind.
Back off.
But
It's a good draw.
yeah,
It's a button draw.
it's going to be just behind button.
right on, almost right on the pin.
That is
A little too much. But
So at least they got the
dangerous.
advantage of a little bit of a twist right at the end to kind of move it. But
Yep. But Rochester is just going to follow that to the button. They've got backing.
attempt to at least.
Plenty of backing. Well, yes, they're going to attempt to. The call is to draw to the button with that little bit of backing that Potomac just threw.
So and this is against 3. So there's a big draw.
Yep.
This could possibly.
Sweepers are on. It
Put
does
them-
look like the line is not great there. That may actually be on that front
Overcurling.
Potomac
Yeah.
guard.
It's going to be close.
and they
Oh,
just
and
make
they get
it
it
pass.
past.
But it's over.
But it's going to curl past that yellow.
Oh,
It sits.
Looks
in the
like one
back
Potomac
8.
to me there.
yeah.
I would agree.
Whew,
we have a
very, very interesting finish to that end.
Yeah, we have a steal from Potomac for 1, and that was a hair away from crashing on that guard.
Or missing.
Or missing,
completely.
yeah.
Ooh, so good job by the sweepers to get that around that guard. That was a good effort for the sweepers.
Shout out to the sweepers.
Always shout out to the sweepers.
Yeah. As a totally impartial commentator, you know, you always got to send the front end some love.
Indeed.
Potomac with their first stone, hoping to get a nice guard there. Oh, and quite a twist at the end. That was some serious curl.
What a twist.
What a twist. But it's still good, sitting just to the left of the center line.
I've been thinking about pitching out on that Bonspiel because I found out after
Yep. I would assume Rochester's going for a corner guard here.
I would think so, yeah.
There's a chance they're trying to throw it in the house.
Oh, and wow,
Like a
it
T-line
started
draw?
curling almost
Oh,
immediately.
yeah, that looks like it picked on something.
Yeah.
Just immediately went off to the right there.
Is he gonna?
It's always dreamed of being a sheet sea rock, and it's just taken this moment to pursue that dream.
make its move.
Well,
Yep.
you know,
This
you
move.
gotta live your dreams
Might be a.
and believe your truths. And it's
Nope,
out.
it's just
it hit
barely
the
out.
outside.
Yep. Unfortunately, we do not allow that rock to have free will, and we're going to keep it here on sheet B.
15 minutes remaining in this draw, approximately. Potomac curling behind their center line guard, hoping for that nicely guarded draw.
Seems a little wide to get behind the guard there, but it is curling a good bit.
Yeah, it's moving. It's almost to center, but
Yep, not quite
still
behind that guard,
exposed.
though.
Yeah,
Rochester is aiming to hit it and take it out, as they should.
absolutely. Yeah, they can't score if they don't have stones.
That is a fact.
I mean, no, that's
key
that's
part of the
like
game.
third level strategy right there.
That's got the takeout,
Oh,
and rolls just a tad to the left. It's still open.
that stone just had its third strike because it is out of there.
I like that one.
For all the listeners, I have so far resisted my urge to strangle Joe. Just the update on the caster desk here. Wide ice here. Looks like they're going for a draw behind.
Looks like this is going to draw behind that red. Yep, pretty nicely.
Yeah, if they can
Needs
get
to
that
sit,
there,
though.
that they'll be sitting nicely. But
Back house.
it's
Okay.
carrying a bit.
It's going to end up back 4.
That's fine.
It's definitely not a bad spot to be in.
Yeah, I mean, red could follow it and just freeze to it. There's possibilities for Rochester here.
Yeah, but I mean, you're still in the 4-foot at least.
Yes.
If I was red here, I'd be
I'm
peeling
not
that
saying
long
it's bad.
guard.
Yeah. You're not saying it's bad. It's just not good.
I want that to be one of my team names.
Not good.
Not bad, just not good.
Not bad, just not good.
Oh. Rochester Stone looks a little bit light for what they're trying to do here.
Yeah, sweepers are going hard.
Calling him up. Oh, wow. No, that was heavier than I thought.
Yep. So they do not sit.
Wicking off the back and sitting in the back of the house.
Yep. They actually tapped Potomac to sit a little better than they were. Looks like Potomac's probably calling another draw here to the top of the 4-foot, or maybe just a freeze onto their stone.
I would like top 4.
I would like top 4 as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, if you freeze to that, there's still room for Rochester to freeze to that, and then Rochester is sitting on the button, so might as well block that up.
Might as well just end the end at that point.
And it was pointed out on chat that Rochester almost called the peel, but his team talked him out of that. So.
Oh, and quite a hook at the end. Looks like it's nicely buried, yeah.
Ooh, that is a pocket if I've ever seen one.
Yeah. I think Rochester just calling the draw, sit on those.
So who are you out there that are watching? Had the Dykes on covertly in a separate tab at your work terminal?
I know a couple.
I mean, I can say that earlier today for the first draw, it was not at all covert from my desk. It was just straight up on my second monitor.
We have Rochester.
I
think they were hoping for heavier to sit just right in that pocket.
Yeah, they gotta get that's in the 4-foot.
Yeah,
I think it's got the weight. It's gonna get there.
Needs to curl more.
Yeah.
The sweepers are on it though, which is going to keep it from curling.
It looks like it's out sitting Potomac second, but it's still not shot.
Russ just needs a
an
nice
interesting
little hit.
Yeah, just
draw weight hit. Just back.
I was gonna say
back
just,
8.
just kind of tap it.
Just tap it.
Tap
so
it
that
on the inside.
He's got to be looking to just get that out of there and
not
keep
even
piling stones.
Just move it into the 8-foot, and you'll sit in front of those 3, and then you're golden.
Oh, sorry. That's what I meant by out of there. Not even out of the house.
Gotcha.
Just like
He's actually
not out of the floor.
He's calling the other ice.
Huh. Interesting.
Don't know where that's going.
I don't know where that's going because I don't think that's enough ice to curl.
And there's the guards up in the front of the
Maybe he's
house.
going in between the ports of the guards.
Oh, he might be. That's true. That's
Attempting.
a good point.
Oh, it leads
so he's
to
trying
curl.
to curl to the
move.
left of that front.
Looks like they're going to promote
stone.
the red.
And it's on the red.
Doesn't get it.
Knocking it back, but at least not promoting it into scoring position. Just shoot out straight
yeah,
out the back.
that does open that up for Rochester to just
immediately
draw to the
calls
button
the
there.
button draw.
Yep, as they should.
They got their nice safe stone on the left there.
Oh, they might be going for a takeout.
Oh,
Ice looks like
some debate.
takeout ice. Looks like a takeout on these 2 yellows.
Looks like he's trying to bump both of those back and sit there.
They realize how dangerous they are.
It's not curling a ton, actually, on this line.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
That may, yeah, that's going to get 1. Oh, actually, with that angle, it's got both. So, very good shot there.
Yeah, nicely done.
Update on sheet C. Nutmeg took 1 in the 7th end, so they are up 7-3 against Potomac Philly. Also on sheet A, Plainfield took one in the 6th, so they are up 6-3 against Petersham. And then on sheet D, that update, Cape Cod took 2 in the 6th end, so they are up 4-3 against Broomstones now.
So
Lucas throwing the angled run back here. Looks.
Oh, not quite.
I mean, it hit it.
Yeah, it did hit it. He got what he was going for, but
Yeah, but
sadly
not
still
ideal.
ended up with
Wrong
Rochester
angles.
counting.
Yeah. Rochester's just going to throw in the top of the house to sit 2 and guard the draw to the 4-foot.
And remember, Rochester does have the hammer this end.
Nice and light. And it looks like...
Still sliding.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, it's really carrying farther than I thought it would. It's sitting in the back of the house with those other 3 Rochester stones just beyond the 4-foot. Making a rather aesthetically pleasing triangle.
No triple, though.
Yep.
No, it's good. I also signed up for the next one with hopefully.
So Russ is going to throw a takeout here on this shot rock.
I trust you made fun of
There's a lot of jam possibilities.
Here it goes. Yeah, they need to get on that. Even these fast stones have been curling just a ton. He gets the shot rock, but Potomac stone does not stick around.
And he avoided the jam, so called me out. Proved me wrong.
He sure showed you, Frank.
Yeah, he did.
All right, Rochester is going for a draw to the top of the house. I think Rochester is hitting 2 right now.
They have the hammer here.
And they do have the
No,
hammer as well.
close.
I think the second stone is the Potomac stone on the left. Although that could just be a fisheye lens.
Viewer's
effect.
right.
That's camera effect?
Yeah, it could be a camera angle thing.
Yeah.
It's close. But regardless, Rochester is trying to throw to the top of the house here to at least sit 2. Then, of course, there's 1 stone left for each team. So. Stone looks pretty good. Might be a little past where he was calling
heavy.
for, yeah.
But it's going to be, well, no, there's no center guards. Top 4 is fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean,
honestly, anywhere
I wouldn't
above
complain
T-line
about
is
that.
fine, I think.
Even if Kirkman hits and rolls here, it's still accessible with like a hack weight or a backline weight.
I mean, what's worst case scenario here for Rochester? Kirkman maybe makes the double and rolls
Triple?
the sit shot,
Makes
or
the
the
triple?
triple, and then you know Rochester has the hammer. They just throw that same shot for 1.
I think the triple might actually
And
be
that's
here on
fine.
this
yeah,
shot.
I mean, they're definitely contemplating it, and I think that's what the call is.
It might be a jam. You have to hit
I have faith.
You have to
I
hit
think they
that-
might be able to do it.
really thin on the second rock. Not really thin, but thin enough to, I don't know.
So the triple to be sitting 5
Too much
would be legendary.
Yeah, I believe it's done. I've seen stranger things.
This would be for the win, for the lead, right? They're only down by 4.
I mean,
Yes.
yeah, 5 would be the lead, but Rochester has hammer, so
Oh,
you would
that's true.
presume that they could draw to white for preventing that. All right, here we go. Here is the takeout coming out. I think
it's
it's a little
too
wide.
wide,
I think
yeah.
I may completely miss that first stone and hit the one in the back there.
Yep, and it does.
Yep.
Sticks around because it got a wick off that Potomac stone, but Rochester is still sitting too.
Yep.
And now this is their hammer stone, correct? Yes.
Yep. So Rochester pretty much just draw to touch, touch any white for 3.
Less than 5 minutes remaining in this end,
Yeah, I mean, if they
according
choose,
to my teeny tiny screen.
yeah, if they choose to, they'll get to play the 8th end. However, if Rochester takes 3 here, you're looking at an 8-ender to tie and go to an extra end. So I would assume that we might be looking at a shake here momentarily.
Never give up.
Never give up, never surrender. And
They
ooh,
pull.
that might not quite be enough for the 3rd.
Yeah, that's close.
Hard to tell from this angle, but should have had those sweepers on a little earlier, maybe to.
I think I heard 3.
Yep, Luke said
Yeah,
3.
I heard
I did
3.
hear that. Luke said 3.
So now they're debating whether or not to concede. I think I heard Kirk.
No shakes. They are not shaking.
Nope.
Okay, so looking for the 8-under. Rochester needs to take out 1 rock to mathematically eliminate them. Oh, wait, hold on. 4. Okay, so they need 7. So they need to take 2 rocks out.
7 to tie.
Or they could also knock rocks back into play.
All right, so
Throw it through.
looks like they're just throwing this first one through. It's the obvious answer here.
Yeah.
There we go.
A little surprised we didn't get a shake there, but
Hey, it is a Bonspiel.
We'll see
You
a few
want
more
to
rocks.
give it the best you can. And as expected, Elliott throws it right
Yep.
through the house.
beautiful, beautiful flash there, straight to the hack.
It doesn't get better than that, folks.
It doesn't. Artfully caught before it actually hits the hack, which is nice because we don't want to mess up our hacks.
It's like dancing on ice. Team Kirkman hoping for a guard that they can't take out.
Looks a little light.
Oh, yeah.
His white hog.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Oh, it's over.
Oh, it's over. No,
It's over. It's
it
quite
got
a high
over.
center guard.
They're going to need to promote that in, though.
And they are going to need to promote that in. That's a
They're gonna
fact.
need to somehow tick that in.
They're going to need to split that in.
One thing at a time, Frank.
No, Frank. That is the one guard that they put 7 stones behind to take
yeah,
7.
right. There you go.
All in a single file line.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Single file line. It's like a drill. Come
That
on,
is a
we've all
drill.
practiced.
It'll be,
Yeah,
yeah,
we've
it
all
is.
practiced
Yeah, it
this.
is a
Come on.
drill.
I think we've only gotten 3 when we've tried that drill, though.
Hey, I didn't say we're good at it when we practiced
we
it.
just
I
did
just said
it.
we practiced it.
Elliott, another stone straight through the house.
Yep.
Bye.
Flash.
Okay. This one needs to touch paint.
It does. Hey, now, if it's at least close, they could conceivably split it
Oh,
in.
that's true.
It's not quite game over if it doesn't touch paint. However, if it's hogged or if it's flashed, that's pretty much mathematical
And
elimination.
we have shakes on sheet C.
Yep, shakes on
Nutmeg
sheet C.
defeats Potomac Philly.
Potomac.
They did not
delivering their
finish the
stone.
8th end. They ran out of rocks.
Looks like they're worried it might be a little too light.
Yep.
They got the sweepers on hard.
Sheet D for the record, still throwing currently. I do not see a score posted for 7th end over there on D.
Oh,
All right, Potomac gets this in.
but it's hanging quite exposed out
Very
there.
exposed.
Yeah, it's very exposed.
Yeah, Elliott's going to just rock it right down. And
Gonna
oh, nope, they're going for the guard.
peel the
Peeling it.
guard.
Yeah, and then just go for other things.
Sure.
I would agree with this call.
You've got plenty of time to get literally any other stone out. So
Oh, and my little teeny screen has turned red, which means that this is the final end for all sheets,
I think everyone's.
which I think
Oh no, actually sheet A looks like they're still only on 7th, so they may not actually get to play an 8th end, unfortunately for them.
So at this point, Kirkman has no leeway. He has to score all of his remaining stones.
Yep, it's going for a draw, high in the house there. And we can only assume here that Rochester is going to make a ticket after this. So.
Oh, but they left the high center guard, though.
They did. They did, but that's still not hiding that first Potomac stone that's in the house.
But Potomac can hide behind that.
Frank, you're being real optimistic
Peel
here.
of shame. Next shot.
Well, I mean, I think optimism is what you have to work on with
You
this.
do. I mean, that's all you
with
got
this
here.
kind of
Eighth
like,
end today? I was not feeling that.
All right, this looks light to make it to the house.
My eighth end. I'm not talking about this game.
Yeah,
I know.
I think that's short.
I'm
So.
Oh, it's too short.
All right, so Rochester just throw something at one of those. Oh, and here's the shake.
Kirk
Not
gets
even going to make
conceding.
him throw it.
And the
so.
game is
All
over.
right.
Yep. So the shake, Rochester takes it.
By a score of
11-4
11-4.
as of the 7th end. So well played by them. And
Thank you, everybody, for listening in.
Yeah,
Are we going to
thank you
keep
for tuning in.
Are we going to keep the streams up for the other?
I
other
want to
sheets?
go eat dinner.
I do as well.
I would also like dinner.
Looks like sheet A is shaking. Last checked, Plainfield was in the lead, so I believe that they probably took it because they do not have time to play another end. And on sheet D, they
It
are
is
playing out the
tied
8th
at
end.
4-4.
Yeah, tied at 4-4.
Oh,
in
man, we're
7th,
going to that
so
sheet, guys.
That one's exciting.
Well, we're switching to coverage of sheet D with what are the two teams on D again?
Cape Cod is red and Brimstones is yellow.
You.
So welcome to the
Have faith,
extended
Allison.
coverage of the 5 o'clock draw.
We got some weird camera angles because we just have to shift our sheet B cameras to D, which is the worst angle.
It is the worst.
Can we do?
Yeah, if we can switch the
we
overhead
go.
so I can
Here's
see
the
it. There we
overhead.
go. Wait, we're closing out?
Yep, we're going to close out. So our,
right, well-
our cast of sheet B is over. We will leave sheet D up on those wonky camera angle views for anyone who wants to watch.
This has
And it's been our pleasure.
Yeah, this has been Joe, Frank, Ricky, and Allison. Thank you guys for listening in, and tune back again for the next draw at, I think, 7:30? Is that the
I
next
believe
draw?
so.
7:30.
Yep.
Cool.
A little less.
Brian, just make sure the line. Gotcha. Doesn't need a stick.